What's your own word before they start to drop theirs? Let's see. Focus here. Udo John, I see you. Osi, what's your one word to describe this year so far?
Should I say overwhelming?
But overwhelming.
Rewarding.
Overwhelming. So it's been an overwhelming year. Can you imagine? This is February. Osi, what would you be saying by October? Even already. Somebody said, yeah, re-engineering year. Thank you, Joseph Oluwakayo, the transformational super. Great. Caleb, I'm sure Caleb is doing a lot of personal development, and I can tell from this feedback. Is this sound from me? Should I be worried? Is it sound from fulfillment? Great. Why it has been fulfilled? Reset. It's a year of reset so far. Is that what? So you've been resetting since January. Okay. A year of personal investment and development. Great. If you can hear me, I'd like to reconfirm that you can hear me loud and clear. Please drop the number 2. Yes, team guys, please kindly help me mute everyone because we are getting a kind of great. Agudosi Onyinye, thank you for that feedback. It means that I'm loud and clear. All right. Abiola, I want to thank you. A year of growth so far. Thank you, Taiwo Fatumbi, for that feedback. Yes, I see that you are seeing me. Amanda Eze, thank you. So you can hear me loud and clear. That's fine. So I'm still waiting for the word to describe this year. So before OC kicks me out of here, he knows that I'm always, very, very time spending with my audience, right? So OC will just kick me out now. I have just a few seconds and I'll be out of here so that OC can take the place, all right? And a year of, okay, let me go to the chat room because now I need to read for real. And increase audio a little more. Okay, Joseph, okay, all right. A year of unlearning and relearning to taking actions. All right, great. I like that feedback. You must relearn, and it is actually why we are here. You have to dedicate your life to constant learning. The day, in fact, the day you stop learning, of course, it means that you're getting closer to I don't want to use the word, so 95 in the room. I'm still not convinced. 94, 95, we are dancing between 94 and 95, a year of taking charge all round. Thank you. Oladele Michael, thank you for that. It's a year of taking charge all round. So let's see. I've spent 11 minutes with you guys, 95, clarity of purpose and onward execution of purpose, Mitchell Adeoye. Thank you for that feedback. That's how the year has been so far for you. And I'm grateful that I'm reading that from you. Thank you, Mitchell Adeoye. Okay, so we want to get started already. And the topic is how to achieve your financial target for the year 2022. Dominion in my chosen field is evolving on a daily basis. Great, Ayodeji, thank you for that, for sharing that with us. I can hear you or you can't hear me. Which one? Because sometimes when people write, I can't hear you, it's like, maybe they wanted to say I can't. Okay, so let me see. Somebody said for me, I want to see for me, new opportunities, all right? So Dominion in my choice, okay, I think I've taken that already. So great, 99. Are we going to exceed 100, 101? Great, I'm convinced now that we are good to go. Jacob Boni says you can't hear anything. Okay, maybe you should go out and come back inside, all right? Go out and come back inside. Jacob Oni, maybe somebody can drop that as a chat in the room for Jacob Oni to go out and come. So anyway, it's been an amazing time with you. Starting off, I'll be back to take your question and answers because I know you're going to have a lot of questions. Time out. All right, so the topic again is how to achieve your financial target in 2022. And taking us on this journey is our CEO, Mr. Oladipupo Clement. OC, this is the time to take over. This is the time for you. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you see me?
Great. So please, I can't see you actually. So guys, I'll be spotlight OC right now. I need to see his face, his overwhelming face, because that's the one he's not. Okay, so take me away. and give us OC. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
I'll be here taking notes.
Okay, so thank you so much, BO. I want to appreciate everyone for taking time to be part of this webinar. Anyone who has known me for upward of, if you can hear me, please, can you type, just type 200, please type 200 if you can hear me loud and clear. So I'll be sure that everyone can hear me. Excellent. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. My guys, I'm seeing you all. Thank you for being a part of this. And thank you all our uncles, our aunties, our daddies, and our mummies joining us on this call. It's my desire that everyone who comes in contact with me would experience some degree of expansion when it comes to wealth. Anyone who has known me for upward of 20 years would attest to the fact that I hate poverty with a passion. I love to see people create wealth legitimately and, of course, retain their wealth. I believe my calling is to damage poverty. So I say that with every sense of humility, but also with a sense of responsibility. I think there's nothing else that will make me to continue to do what I'm doing right now other than this understanding. So I want to sincerely appreciate everyone for taking time to be here. So we're looking at how to achieve your financial target. By the way, yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, I wanted to confirm if your camera is on because I can't see your face on. And I see a feedback also.
Can you see me now?
Camera is on, can see you.
Okay, okay.
You can check it out.
That's fine. Please go ahead.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this. I think the first point of call is, why did we tag this Realtors Connect? I play in the real estate space. Lifepage is a real estate investment company, and we are primarily in the business of making lives richer. So in a lot of ways, the purpose, the mission, the vision of Lifepage ties a lot also to the reason why I exist or why I live. And so Realtors Connect, the reason why we're bringing this up on Realtors Connect platform is largely because there are different ways by which we can make money. There are different ways by which we can make money in the real estate space. Excuse me, please. Can you still hear me, please? There are different ways. Oh, excellent. There are different ways by which you can make money in the real estate space. There are different ways by which you can play in the real estate sector. One of which is you can be an investor, and everybody got to be an investor, okay? You can also be a developer. Also, not everybody can play as a developer because that comes with a whole lot of things. I was having a conversation with a billionaire friend a while back, and he was sharing with me that the reason why he loves training too. He does a lot of training. He said, but there's no money there. So he said, settle down for development because that's where the money is. All right. So, but people like us, we are bound to do what it is that we are doing. Okay, so you can be a developer, which of course requires deep pockets. You might need to break the bank to carry out real housing development, especially in a place like Nigeria, where we suffer from infrastructural deficiency, where you practically have to provide everything when you create a housing products. Okay, you can also be a regulator. You can be a regulator, and being a regulator doesn't necessarily mean that you become government. It only means that you can set up a platform that collaborates with government to regulate the sector, you know, or you can go into policy making, where you collaborate and you do a lot of research. There are many platforms like that that are basically providing regulation through policy making, research reports. We're also providing a platform for, so if you are a lawyer, you are a researcher, you are a statistician, you can actually play. So I'm just trying to break all this down. And of course, number 4, the other way by which you can play in the real estate space is by being a realtor. And in my years of being in real estate, by the way, Lifepage will be 10. May 2nd this year. May 2nd this year will make it exactly 10 years. We have been in full-time business. So, and I can tell you for fact, for free, that the cheapest way to play in the real estate space is by being a realtor. That's the cheapest way, the cheapest, you know, if you are looking for, if you hear of low-hanging fruits in real estate space, it is being a realtor that affords you that singular opportunity. Okay, so today we just want to basically look at how can you play as a realtor, how can you achieve your financial targets if you choose to go, you know, starting with the low-hanging fruits. And of course, you can literally apply this. I want to plead that everybody should mute their phones. I see that some of us mistakenly unmuting, so to avoid any form of distraction. So and you see, in every industry, there are at least 7 different ways that you can make money in every industry. It's at least 7 different ways in most industries, should I say. And one of them is distribution, connecting buyer to seller. So connecting buyer to seller, the business of the future, the business of today and the future is that of those who connect buyer to seller. So even if you are not a developer, even if you are not a producer, you're not a manufacturer, if you can create a system that connects buyer to seller, then you'll be in business. And there are many, many, many global businesses that are built on that simple model, simple business model. Essentially, when you hear business model in business, you know, it sounds like a very big, you know, big jargon. But the clean and clear understanding of business model is how you make money in this business. You know, when people talk to me about the need for them to come, they want me to coach them, you know, their respective businesses. Because, by the way, I'm also a management consultant. And so it's just that's what I'm going to do the rest of my life. Real estate is not what I sell. I sell what real estate delivers to people. So for those who want to play in the real estate space, I think I can give them some guidance. And even if you play in any other sector as an entrepreneur, I think I've got some stuff for you to succeed, even if you practice as a professional. Okay, so there's practically no industry where the demand for the middleman, so even if you leverage technology to provide that bridge or you bridge that gap, there's still market for you. But largely for those of us who are realtors and for those of us who are planning to be realtors, this session will tremendously bless you. I wrote a book. I launched the book last year. It's called Financial Freedom Master Guide. And the topic I'm looking at today is actually on chapter 4. Chapter 4 is just one subtopic in that chapter, chapter 4. It's on, forgive me, please. I actually didn't plan to share, to talk about this, but this would also go a long way. So chapter 4, and then you find it in, you find this particular topic in page 108. Page 108. So amazing book. And so you can actually place order for the book by reaching out to 0708-797-0441 to order, and we deliver anywhere in Nigeria. Now, I said that because there are many other juices in the book, contained in the book, that you won't find, that I may not have the opportunity to talk about today. The first step in order to achieve your financial target, let me just move straight into this, is number one is, so let me say it this way again, because I coach, I'm a trusted wealth creation and retention expert, and I do this as not just as a calling, but also professionally. I can tell you that the first step in order to create wealth is to troubleshoot your thinking. If you want to change your life, you need to change your thinking. The quality of thoughts, the quality of your thinking is what determines the quality of your life. And wealth is not created outside in, it's actually created inside out. Wealth is not created outside in, it's created inside out. So the foundation for wealth creation is that you maintain the wealth mentality. And that can be very, very challenging or demanding, especially if you were raised in a poor environment, if you were raised by family, because we are all products of preconditioning. All right. So the way you are being conditioned, in fact, affects your belief system, your thought pattern, your behavioral pattern, and all of that. And until we troubleshoot your thinking, troubleshoot your thought pattern, troubleshoot your behavioral pattern, we may not be able to alter, the cause of your life for good. And that's why that's so important. But I've also come to realize that you can have the right beliefs. If you don't go to work, don't get to work, and don't make money, if you don't learn how to make money, then you'll be missing out on a mega scale. And so making money is the next important step on that journey to wealth creation. So once you have the right foundation of the right thought pattern and belief system, then the next important thing is to start making money. And making money is the starting point of all financial management. And the reason why that is so is because you can't manage or multiply the money you have not yet made. This is important. You can't manage or multiply the money you have not yet made. And that's why we're looking at these subjects, how to achieve your financial targets. And like Bukola said during our introduction, the year is still very young. We still have well over 10 full months the rest of this year, and you can accomplish a whole lot financially. I want to believe that everybody also you have goals that you're pursuing. The only way you can measure progress is to have goals, is to have clearly written down, clearly documented goals. So in order to make money, you have to be solving problems. You have to be adding value. You have to be meeting needs. I'm sorry, guys. On the back end, can you please help to mute everyone? So when I hear a sound, it distracts. Please, can you help with that? I've had to mute people repeatedly who mistakenly unmute. Can you please help with that? Okay, so making money is the starting point. And so once you want to make money, once you're solving problems, in 2001, I came to this discovery and I told myself I can never be poor again. And by the time by 2005, I told myself it was too late to be poor, because I realized that the more problems I solved, the more needs I met, the more value I added, and the more people I'm adding that value to, the more money I clearly will be making. So that's the foundation, and it's important to understand this. And that's why I'm giving this little introduction. So back to these fundamental steps. To make money, to achieve your financial target, the first important question, once you've addressed the fundamental question of what value and problem what value are you adding to the market? What contributions are you making to society? Now, and I'm not talking to, even if you are in the not-for-profit space, the only thing that will ensure that people continue to donate and supports your agency or your organization is going to be largely because of the impact that your not-for-profit organization is making. So it still boils down to value. So if you are into social enterprise, it's still about value, all right? Still about problems, solving problems, and all of that. And I have quite a few people within my network who are into not-for-profit, and of course, we're also into for-profit. But today, we're not, but the foundation for making money is actually solving problems, meeting needs, and adding value. So once that is out of the way, the next important thing is, okay, now you are making money, but how do you achieve your financial target? So if you are not making money at all, I think you need to get that foundation right. If you don't have anything that is producing income, then we need to, if you don't have any value you are bringing to the market, if you don't have problems, you have not identified any problem. Now, guess what? I said it earlier. You don't have to be the one creating the product that is solving that problem. Once you have eye for opportunities, eye for opportunities, eye to recognize problems, other people's complaints, other people's worries, other people are raw material for creating products. I say to entrepreneurs all of the time, the way entrepreneurs, the way journalists sniff news, that's exactly the way entrepreneurs sniff opportunities. The way journalists sniff news, right? That's exactly the same way entrepreneurs sniff opportunities. So once you are clear, you have the right mindset, you have the right thinking, thought pattern, the next important thing would be that you are offering value. So let's establish that. So once these two things are clear, the next important thing is, let's now look at the 4 practical steps I've used and I've shared time and again with people who care to listen and those within my tribe. Is number 1, how much money do you want to make? How much money? And here we're talking about income. How much money do you want to make? Now, in order for you to set a clear financial target, number 1, it has to be tied to should I say, 2 important questions. Now, and if you cannot answer these 2 questions correctly and sincerely, you won't achieve your whatever financial target you set for yourself will be overbearing and will not come to pass. So, and it's important for me to establish that here. So the first question you want to ask is, what will go right if you achieve these financial targets? What will go right if you achieve these financial targets? Number 2, what will go wrong if you don't achieve it? You see, I share with people also that why power is superior to willpower. Why do you want to achieve this money, this financial target? Your why power, people ask me all of the time, and so how are you able to keep up with this level of discipline consistently over the years? The reason is my why. Every human being must understand this. We are all motivated by either pain or pleasure. We are either running away from something or you are running towards something. And so it's important to establish why. And so to make it a bit more practical. So if, for example, you are still a tenant and so you have your rent will be due by December this year. And let's assume that your rent is 5 million. I'm just using that as an example. So you can fix your own figure. And then if you still have young children and they're still in private, in KG or nursery school or primary school, you actually should have an idea that they will go to school. They will have 2 terms and 3 terms in a year. So calculate what it will cost to pay the school fees. And then in your own particular case, you're not married, you don't have kids. What you have is that you have responsibility, you have other obligations, maybe your siblings or maybe your aged parents. How much do you need to take care of that? Now, if you put that together and aggregate that, it will give you a clear sense of how much should be your financial target. Because you see, it means therefore that if you achieve your financial target, it is tied to meeting these other needs. Now, of course, your investment goals can be there. You want to build a house this year, or you want to increase, you want to buy a car for your wife, or your, or for your parents, all that are the things you list out to form your financial target. Okay, so this is extremely important. So when we say how much money do you want to make this year, what's your income target, you need to tie it to something. Now, if you're also in debt, you are owing, it's also important to list it, because you know that especially if it's an interest-bearing debt and you are incapable of settling it, it will keep accumulating and eventually becomes overwhelming. Okay, and then even if it is not interest-bearing, it can rob you of your reputation, it can rob you of your name. And if you are shame like I do, you don't want anything that will mess you up. You get the point. So when you are setting financial targets, you are setting those financial targets in the light of the obligations that are before you, and the things that will go right and the things that may go wrong. And this is so, so critical. Am I still communicating here? If you can still hear me, please type 100. Please, if you can still hear me, type 100, just so I'll be sure you got that point clearly. All right. So that's very, very, very important. I was in a particular class several years ago where the facilitator asked that how many of you were able to meet your financial goal the previous year, and quite a number of people didn't meet. And so he called out a particular woman. The woman should be in her mid-40s, and she asked the woman, so what was your financial target the previous year? And the woman said 5 million naira income was our target. And so the facilitator asked a very important question, that why didn't you achieve that target? And the woman said, I gave my best. That's often the way we all say it. I did my best. I gave it my all, but I don't know why. And then the facilitator said something very, very instructive, asked a very important question. He said, and I repeat, he said, does your husband provide for you? The woman said, before, who is supposed to be taking care of me? I said, okay, now I know why you would never achieve the financial target. Now I understand why you didn't achieve. Listen to me carefully. Whenever you are setting any goal, whether it is financial target or otherwise, if that goal or target lacks consequences, you will lack the impetus, you will lack the sense of urgency to pursue it vigorously. Okay? You lack the impetus, you lack the motivation, to pursue and achieve it. And this is what I've noticed over the years. So you want to clearly define your financial target in this light. So how much money do you want to make? That's the first question. Number 2 is how much sale? How much sale? Don't forget we mentioned that in order for you to make money, you must be solving problems. You must be adding value. You must be meeting needs. You must have notable value-adding contributions to the society. That's something you are going to give in exchange for money. So when we talk about sale, we're not talking of sale. You see, the best salespeople are the people who understand value, who understand who understand problems, or who understand the need of people. Those are the best salespeople are consultants. The best salespeople are those who understand the need of the people they are called to serve. And so by providing and bridging the gap between their need and the solution, or problem and solution, they make money in the process. Okay, so how much sale? So when we say how much sale, we are simply saying how much value are you going to contribute? So how much sale do you require, all right, to generate the income that you have set as a target? Now, this is very, very, very important. Very, very important. Let me tell you this, everyone. I've often shared with some of our leaders in our organizations that direction is superior to speed. Direction is superior to speed. The clearer you are about what will be responsible for the outcome of your life, the greater it is, the easier rather it is for you to achieve it. This is so crucial, so crucial, so important. And I say this with every sense of responsibility. So how much sale or how much value are you going to contribute? All right. So how much sale will fetch you that income? Because you see, life is rides on the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect basically states that everything happens for a reason. Or you can say it conversely and say nothing happens without a reason. So something happens because of something. So if you must make this income, basically we're starting from the answer to the question. We are starting from the front, going back so that we know our core responsibility. So how much sale will fetch you that income? What will be responsible for the income that you want to make? All right, that's exactly, and this will give you clarity, to give you focus. You'll know exactly how much sale. So another way to look at it is if, for example, you have said, based on the analogies I gave earlier, your income targets, by the time you pay your rent, you pay your children's school fees, you take care of your family, you pay for other bills, and then you invest or save. By the time you add all of that, let's assume that your income target is 10 million. Now, I use 10 million for ease of calculation. It will vary from person to person. And if you do your maths well, you'll be able to arrive at the exact figure. So that's very important. Then how much sales? So assuming that you are even the founder of the business, or you are an entrepreneur, or you are basically brokering deals between solution providers and the subscribers, then the important thing to know is, okay, what will be your inflow based on bridging that gap? So assuming it is 10%, so we are also using 10% for ease of calculation. So it means, therefore, that in order for you to earn that 10 million naira, it means you need 100 million naira sales, or 100 million naira, value that would have been added. Because you know that once you have added 100 million naira worth of value, sale has taken place. All right. I see selling as a conveyance of value. All right. And because that's why I always tell most of our realtors, I don't see yourself as a consultant. I always advise that you don't see yourself as a marketer, even though that's really what we all do. But a marketer is often perceived as somebody who is coming to collect people's money, right? But a consultant is seen and perceived as somebody who is coming to solve problems. So I approach my business as a consultant the way a medical doctor will approach their work. So if you're a medical doctor in this house, or you're a medical director of a hospital or a clinic, this also clearly applies to you. So how much sale will fetch you that income? So we've been able to cascade it down. Understanding how much you would make in that transaction. So if it is 10%, it means you divide the income target by you divide it by 10%. And that gives you an idea of how much sales that you will need to make. Number 3, so that I can wrap up and take questions. Number 3 is how many products do you need to sell to give you that income? How many products? It also therefore suggests that you need to have products. It therefore suggests that whether you are the manufacturer, creator of that product or not, what is important is there must be something you are giving in exchange for the money or the sales you want to make that will fetch you that income. So you come back to products. So the first one is income. The second one is sales. The third one is products. Products. So how many products? So if 100 million naira sale is what you need to give you 10 million naira income, The next important thing, therefore, would be what is the worth or value of the product that you are offering? And that also brings me to this. You see, when you're setting your income targets, there are short routes or shortcuts, and there are also long routes to achieving your financial targets. So if 10 million naira is your target, it means that if you get 10 customers, that from that transaction, you make at least 1 million naira each, you have met your financial targets. It also means that if you get 100 people, if you can make 100,000 naira from 100 people, it means that it will take you longer, it will take you more effort, all right, to produce the 10 million naira. So 100,000 from 100 people. It also suggests that if you get 10,000 naira, it means you need 1,000 people to serve. So if your return on investment per customer is 10,000, it means that it's a longer route. And of course, even if it is just one customer, you would have met that target. If you get one customer where you make, so it means that you can actually shorten your route. So the question is, what are you selling? What are you selling? And I think it's important I say that here. Okay. What are you selling? What are you selling? Because the energy, if there's anything you must conserve these days, is that you must conserve your energy. You must protect and insulate yourself from energy vampires. You must also protect yourself from time wasters. Okay, this is so important. The reason why this is important is because the quicker you are able to achieve it, the more grounds you can cover. So what are you selling? How many products is what led us to this? So how many products do you need to sell in order to generate the sale of 100 million that will give you your 10 million naira income? So it therefore also suggests that if each of your products, assuming each product you sell or that you are selling or you intend to start selling is at least 10 million naira on the average, it means you need 10 customers, or it means you need to sell 10 products. So if it is landed property, this is Realtors Connect. If it is landed property, it means you need to be selling land not less than 10 million naira. And if it is apartments or houses, then it needs to be at least average of 10 million naira. So it means that if you sell 10 houses or 10 landed properties, you would have successfully achieved your 10 million or 100 million naira sale or turnover that will fetch you your 10 million naira income. I want to believe that it is clear to this very point. So if you get that clearly, please give me 500. Just type 500 in the chat room before I go into the final step to achieving your financial target. And this is extremely, extremely important. This fourth step is the one that breaks the camel's back. Is the cocoa of the cocoa, like we say in colloquial Yoruba language. Okay. Okay, excellent. The fourth step in this process is, and listen to this carefully, if you get step 1 to 3 right and you don't get step 4, you still not achieve this target. The step 5 is who needs what you are selling. Who needs what you are selling? Who need what you are selling? And the second corollary to who need what you are selling is who knows the people who need what you are selling. Who need what you are selling, or who knows the people who need what you are selling? Now, this is a question of people. So we'll take it again from step 1. Step 1 is talking about income. How much money do you want to make? Step 2 is saying sales. How much sale do you need to generate to fetch you that income? The third step is how many products. That talks about products. How many products do you need to sell to fetch you the sale that will give you the income? And then the fourth step and final step is who need what you are selling. Now, this is a question of people. Now, listen to this carefully. If you are not big on human engineering, if you are not big in networking, you're not big in relationships and nurturing relationships, you will, some people are very good at starting relationships. They are not good at nurturing them. Okay. I think it's just a question of baits and hooks. Baits and hooks, or nets, as the case may be. The question is, what are your people? What do the people that need what you are selling, what are they looking for? Can you bait your product, or can you bait these people? All right. So if you have a good understanding of your ideal customer, what we call avatar or customer profile, okay, then you can, okay, where do these people go? Where can they be found? Where do they worship? Where do they unwind? Because this is how we map out the strategy in achieving your financial targets. This is how we map out that strategy. And this is so, so, so important. This is how we map out that strategy. So where do they go? Where do their children go to school? One of the easiest way to connect with your ideal customer is you put your children where at Parents Teachers Associations meeting is the smartest, is a good place to connect with who is who. So the type of school that your children attend to will give you a sense of who their parents are. And everybody cares about their children. So another thing is which club. So if it is a country club, golf club, Ikoyi club, polo club. Now that's why it is some people do these things because they are trying to strategically position themselves for network, not to appear to be successful. No. I mean, some people fly business class, first class, largely for that purpose. Okay. There are organizations that when they recruit people, the major way they design it is so that you'll be hanging around people who matter, where it matters. So you have to be very strategic. So where do they live? There are places like the estate where I live, you need to cross like 2 security points before you even get to my house. I don't know if I get my point. So now, this is very important. So you don't joke with things like that. So I know we can get overboard, especially in this part of the world where we feel guilty when we succeed financially. When we succeed financially, we feel guilty. We feel we owe our communities for becoming successful. And so, but I will say this to you, if there's anything you forget in this class, I want you to give yourself permission to be rich. Give yourself the permission to be rich. Because you cannot do as much good as you'd love to do except you're financially empowered. And this is so, so crucial. So who needs what you're selling, or who know the people who need what you're selling? Now, I must also say here that those who know the people who need are also important. This is the reason why there's some degree of collaboration between the guy selling gala and the guy selling lacasera. They know that the person who buys gala will need, some drink to wash it down. All right. And the guy selling agege bread, and forgive me for lack of a better example, who is selling agege bread, the level are going. The bean seller knows that I need to collaborate with bread seller. So what is it that goes with what you are selling? Okay, this is the thinking of the wealthy. This is the way we think. Okay, and that's exactly what you need to do this year to be able to achieve your financial targets. I must also add here that you need to understand that there's a difference between customer and consumer. Customer is the one that is making the buying decision, or should I say the person who has the purchasing power. Whereas the consumer is the end user. So in a typical veterinary clinic, okay, the the pet is the consumer, but the owner of the pet is the customer. And when you're going to position for customers, or when you're going to position for sales, you are going to target not the consumer in this case. You're going to target the customer, because that's the person with the purchasing power. Okay, it's important to understand this. Okay, if you have children in crèche or in kindergarten, those children can't take this. Even if they're in primary 6, they don't pay their school fees. So you target the parents, you target the people that will make the decision of where their children will go. You target the companies where they work. You target, all this. This is so important. And if you get this right, today, social media is making us more or less democratized advertising. And so you can now target your ideal customer if you can profile your ideal customer well. And then it will be a lot easier. And of course, can do some other positioning and all of that. So we can't go into all those other details. And that's why if you really want to get the meat of being a realtor with Lifepage, then you need to attend the Realtors Bootcamp. Realtors Bootcamp coming up March 12th. March 12th. It's a Saturday, and it promises to be hot. It promises to be hot. I'll be there live and direct. So those of you who probably want to meet with me and some of our EDs, then you need to be at that boot camp. So, that's where I draw the curtain. So it's very, very, very cheap. Other details will be provided right about now. So we'll provide a link for you to register, and then you can make them. It's very, very, very cheap. Building a 7-figure real estate business as a realtor. Okay, you want to know how to make it big as a realtor. Even if you want to do it by the side, you have your 9-to-5 job, but you want something that will be giving you extra cash flow. All right, it's important you attend that class. I guarantee you won't regret attending it. So whether you have, that's why we fixed on the Saturday. So even if you have a full-time job, because again, if you are already working somewhere, then you have a greater chance, of even making money. We have people, doctors, we have lawyers, we have military men, we have accountants, chartered accountants. We have all people from all walks of life who are in our team, okay? And you want to be a part of a winning team. So, and there are numerous ways, there are different streams of income within the real estate space, and even being as a realtor with Lifepage. And that's why you need to register to attend the next edition that we have, and you would never regret it. I think I want to rest my case and then take questions. BO.
Come on. Did you get value? Now, anyway, that's an understatement, actually. I'm not supposed to be asking that. So I wanted to, Oluwaseun, thank you. So the boot camp is just 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. Should I? I've already told you. So it's not, I'm trying to see how to just let you know the connects, okay? So this one is just opening the slots for everybody to come in, right? The last time we had the Realtors Bootcamp, it was 100,000 naira. So if you were at the last Realtors Bootcamp, you understand what I mean, okay? So if this slot is just for, it's just this month of February, do you get that? This is the time for us to just open the slot for you to also be a part, because we see that there are lots of people who actually want to become a part of this family. And we thought, okay, this is a time to open it up for you guys. All right. So yes, there will be, the details of the boot camp would be confirmed. You will get all of the details as to whether you can join virtually or physically. And then you will get the details and the reason why you are actually paying the 10,000 naira. We will also understand it once you register. All right. So I want to take questions because I remember that at the time when I was taking the session, when OC was taking the session, sorry, somebody dropped a message about how possible is it for him to become a realtor outside of Nigeria. That easily answered that because of your conversation. But then the next one is, how can I become one outside of Nigeria? That was the question.
So can I take that? So it's very, very, very easy. Technology has helped a great deal.
Yes, you can.
Yes, technology has helped to drive our business to a very, very large extent. So regardless of where you are, anywhere in the world, you can actually be a part of the team. We have loads of people in America, in the UK, in Europe, in Asia, and of course, some other countries around Africa. So there are loads of people who are benefiting from our business, who are also even representing the brand in those places, okay? So, and occasionally when we travel, we visit those people as well. So, so the boot camp is something you can also join virtually once you get registered, okay? So wherever you are, so just make sure you get registered, and then the relationship can continue from there.
Thank you for that. Funsho Akimbo, did you say you can't hear? If you can hear me loud and clear, I'm not sure which audio you are talking about. Is it my audio, Funsho? Is it my audio or OC's audio? I need to get that, all right? Are there opportunities for investment if someone does not want to be a realtor? And do you do land banking? If yes, give more details.
Excellent. So I can who's the person? Can you just
1 second, please? That's okay. From Titi Lope Oyegbade.
Okay, so our business, the three key products that we sell or we offer in our business are basically land, houses or homes, as the case may be, and of course investment. So you are either doing buying lands and all of that. So we have those opportunities. So what I would recommend you do is to chat 090 6000 5747 right away. Just do that right in the background. Then can we please drop the link, the registration link for can we drop the registration link for the boot camp, please?
Okay.
So yeah. So that's about it. So all the other details. So we have over 300 housing units developments ongoing right now as we speak. Okay, scattered in different places. So you may want to take advantage of that. And of course, we have landed properties in a number of other locations as well. And so, and then of course we have investment opportunities. Like I said in my introduction, everybody can't be a developer. Everybody can't be a regulator. Everybody may not even necessarily be a realtor, but everybody must be an investor if you want to be rich. So even when you have become a realtor and you make money, you also want to be an investor. You don't want to continue to show the way. You also want to go the way, all right? Otherwise, you become a signpost, only showing the way to wealthy place and never going there. Okay, so you must, of a necessity, be an investor. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question from Udo John, who says, can you please explain your new investment fixed products? I'm not sure this is very clear, OC. I'm not sure this is so clear to me. So I don't know what that means in this case. So Udo John, do you want to explain further your question? Maybe you can redrop the question. I need to get exactly what you mean by investment fixed products.
Well, maybe it's referring to our...
is it the Million Homes hybrid?
So it's maybe referring to those investment products. Well, so we recognize that there are people who already have houses. There are people who already have landed properties. but they are just looking for where they will get what they can real estate investments they can do or participate in that gives them liquidity, some degree of liquidity. And that was why we created what we call the Million Homes platform. And the Million Homes, we have Million Homes Flex, where you basically are able to accumulate. So it's a capital accumulation focused real estate investments. So you build up capital for a specific purpose or specific projects. Then we have Million Homes Growth. In this particular case, capital accumulation is not the goal. It's capital gains or capital appreciation. That's the objective. And we have one that is currently running. So you can earn up to 35% guaranteed return in 18 months. Okay. And then we of course have what we call a Million Homes Hybrid, and it's first of its kind. You won't find that anywhere. With Million Homes Hybrid, you are able to buy, you are basically investing in order to acquire a property. So you are investing the money based on good return on investment. In fact, our highest yield investment is the Million Homes Hybrid, because it also helps you to be able to acquire assets. So this is purely for asset acquisition. So let me give you a practical example. Let's assume that there is a property that is selling for 15 million. I'm just using 15 million, or maybe should I say 30 million? So 30 million. And then you now invest 20 million. Now that 20 million, if you invest it in Million Homes Hybrid, you get 50%. 50% of 20 million is 10 million. So if you add 10 million plus your 20 million, in 18 months, that would be 50 million. That would be 30 million. So with your 20 million naira investment plus 10 million naira return on investment, you are able, so in other words, you are able to buy a product that is 30 million naira with 20 million naira. Now you have already saved more than 40%. Now that's not even to talk about other profits, other profit potentials, which I can always talk about some other time. And those are part of the reasons why you need to attend the financial, the Realtors Bootcamp, where I'll be sharing a lot, where we'll be sharing a lot more on all the opportunities and how to maximize them. So there are properties right now that are going for as high as 70 million. We have properties that are selling for 30, 35 million and all of that. We have properties that are selling for as low as 12 million, 15 million, 18 million. If you leverage Million Homes Hybrid, you can acquire those properties at much lower value, and then you can still decide to sell it even at a greater, because by the time the property is now finally delivered, you can even sell it at a greater value than the current selling rates. The beauty of Million Homes Hybrid is the fact that you are buying the property, with your the future value of your investment, and then you are locking down the price today. So it's a mega one. And so for those kind of offers, we have very limited units. And so in some of these locations, we have just some of them 3 units, and some of them it's already going very, very fast. Some people have said it's too good to be true, but they are already enjoying the benefit now. So you may want to know more by attending the Realtors Bootcamp, where we'll be able to give you more product knowledge and company knowledge.
Exactly. So thank you for that. So there's another question from Oluwaseun Kennedy. What are some complementary products attached to land purchases, property purchases, and investment purchases? Now, before you respond to that, I'd like to quickly respond to Janet Olabisi. The answer to the question you sent privately is no, you don't have to. I'm sure you understand that. You can just send me a confirmation if you got this message. All right. So I'm a fashion designer. I've always have passion for real estate. How do I get integrated in this? I want to do it and go the right way. It is the reason you should register for the Realtors Bootcamp already. This is the right platform. Yeah. You're already in the right room right now. So just send a message to 0906. Love it or see you. Can you guys help me drop the link to the registration for the Realtors Bootcamp? If not, please drop your number so that they can send you the messages about registration. Just send.
No, there's no need for them to send. There's no need for them
I
to
want to be
send
sure
them.
they are in this. Okay, I've seen the link. Okay, thank you for dropping the
There's no
link.
need.
That is the link for you to register.
There's no need to drop.
I wasn't seeing the response to the link earlier. Okay, so let's take the question again. 1 second, please. What are the complementary? I want to be sure of the question I took earlier. Okay, so what are the complementary products attached to land purchases, property purchases, and investment purchases? This is a question.
Attend the Realtors Bootcamp.
Thank you very much. I was actually going to say, that, but I thought, okay, maybe OC would be. Can we build 7-figure income outside from real estate business at the boot camp? I'm not, let me see it again. 1 second. Can we build 7-figure income outside from real estate business at the boot camp? Attend the boot camp. I'm a fashion designer. I have always fashion. Okay, so I think
You've
I've
already
already taken it. Yes. I am mechanical and electrical system integrator. I heard you mention you have ongoing projects. How can we partner with Lifepage to provide services to your projects? Please send your request to 0906 0906 000 5737 or 5747. I have up to 400 email addresses and phone numbers of top IT guys in the financial industry in Nigeria. But my challenge is, how do I convert those leads to actual customers without bombarding them with too much
Attend
email?
Realtors Bootcamp. Attend Realtors Bootcamp.
Okay, so how often do we organize Realtors Bootcamp? Okay, it's once you attend this session, you would know when we'll be announcing the date for the next edition. But the best would be to not miss the one available at the moment, actually. I think this is the best answer I can give you right now. So when are you going to host bootcamp in Abuja? OC, this is for you.
I'm not coming to Abuja. I'm not coming to Abuja now. Just join us. Just register, be a part of the hybrid.
Okay. So OC, I am a medical.
Can I say something?
Okay, please.
My head is full. So I don't want to. I don't make empty promises. So I don't want to commit myself. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so when are you going to? Okay, so I'm taking that. OC, I'm a medical doctor working with a government hospital. How do I make money in real estate? Attend the Realtors Bootcamp.
I'm sure everybody already has the answer.
Exactly, but I'm a student, but I have some stream of income, but I need a place I can be putting on invest money into to grow. All right, then in this case, you need to.
You have Lifepage. You have Lifepage.
Yeah, exactly. So send a message to 0906,000 574. Talk by James. If you can hear me right now, send a message to 0906,000 5737 for all of to be able to get the details of all of the investment possibilities that you can key into with Lifepage right away. When is the bootcamp coming up? The bootcamp comes up on the 12th of March. It's a Saturday, 9 a.m. as stated on the flyer. Thank you, Bakari, for dropping that update
9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So it's a full day.
5 p.m. It's a full day event.
Yes, you need to prepare yourself. So for those of you also who may want to join online, we recommend the live session. There will be tea break. There will be lunch or so.
All right.
So it's good you come prepared, and then it's when you show up that you also get some other packs. There are some starter packs that you also get for attending. So.
Okay. Great. So I assume Ayodeji, Ajimoko, sorry that I'm wondering, but Ayodeji, I assume that what you want to ask me is, can I be a realtor in Lifepage? If that's your question, then yes, attend the Realtors Bootcamp. Thank you, everyone. If I missed your question, please post it all over again. But I believe that I've taken all the Miriam Mohammed, I would get in touch with you. Please send a message to 0906 with your feedback as to when you would love to attend, and you get a date that might be convenient for you. Okay, so send a message to 0906 5747. Miriam Mohammed, thank you everyone. So what I want to get from you right now is again your highlight from this conversation that we have gotten tonight. Remember, the 2 top questions you must ask yourself to be able to set the financial target that you would achieve. The 2 important questions you must ask is what would go wrong, what would go right. So start to tell me, I want to see your feedback right now. Chidima, thank you for the feedback. As a realtor, if you do personal investments, will there be commission on this? Of course, yes, there will be. If you do a personal, it's your investment. So of course you will get returns. Why would you not even get returns on your investments, whether you're a realtor or not, in any case? All right. So yes, you will. Thank you so much. So I'm waiting for your feedback. What's your highlight? What's the one thing that you are going home with tonight before we meet at the Realtors Boot Camp? Before we meet at the Realtors, what are you going back with tonight? What are you going to bed with? What are you going to reading with tonight? Give it to me. Give it to me.
Sorry.
I want to be sure that we are in this together. Osi, you want to say something?
Yes. Somebody is asking, can you give the online participant discount? No, sir. There's no discount. You're not. It's highly discounted. This is already a giveaway.
It's actually what you need to understand is that you're actually not paying for the training. You are paying to register as a realtor with Lifepage. Basic. That's it in simple terms. If I have to give you this feedback, so there is no discount whatsoever. But when you attend the Realtors Bootcamp, you understand what I mean, that this is just an opportunity we are opening up to. One of the visions that we have this year is actually to raise 1,000 billionaires, right?
1,000 global millionaires by 2025. Yes. So
thank you.
Being a realtor with Lifepage is starting that journey to becoming a global millionaire. Note carefully that if you're a millionaire in Naira, you are still a poor man.
Definitely.
Okay, so the goal is so that you can be, that's what it is.
I'm still seeing questions. So how can online participants get their training packages?
That's why we recommend.
How much is the fee for the bootcamp? That's why it's better you attend live, actually. Thank you, Osi, for saying the same thing. And now, how can online know who needs what you say? Okay, thank you. You are giving me feedback. Okay, that's great. Thank you for that. Know who needs what you are selling and where to get them. Okay, you need to profile your customer and you need to know how to get them. Okay, direction is superior to speed. Solve more problems and financial freedom will find you. Who is a realtor, please? Didn't follow from the beginning.
A realtor is simply someone who connects investors to real estate opportunities, simply put.
Chikena. Thank you. All right, so let me see the feedback you are giving me. I want to be sure that we are good students. Thanks for helping me see how I can really break down my targets to make sales great. It works for every industry anyway, so this is a bonus. This is really a session for everyone. Okay, so you can use this to plan. How about non-Lagos residents who? Okay, let me take that. I think I saw a question from Mitchell. I thought I saw. Okay, so Mitchell Adeoye, how about non-Lagos residents who wants to be part of the bootcamp? Please come to Lagos. Come to Lagos.
No.
Come to Lagos.
You can join online. If you are not resident in Lagos, join online. It's a hybrid program. We only recommend Lagos if it is not going to be
not going to be convenient for you.
Yes.
If it's going to be convenient for you, sorry. I said it is not going to be convenient for you. Okay. OC is nice, for me, I'm just come to Lagos, because the value you would get, you wouldn't remember that you're actually not living in Lagos. That's how best I can put this to.
May I say that the last Financial Freedom Masterclass, for example, that we hosted, we had people from different states, from Enugu to Benin to Port Harcourt, you know, Abuja, that came down. And we had quite a number of other people outside the country who even joined online. So, but there's something about that physical contact. That's why I recommend that. So if it's not going to be easy, then look at joining us online.
Olayinka Sukomi, how do we become a realtor? What are the process? That's why you should attend the Realtors Bootcamp. That bootcamp is actually for you to understand the nitty-gritty of the real estate industry and how you can be a part of it and how you can take your cuts from this industry. From Dakar, Ayodeji, I want to join the bootcamp. Please click on the link to register. The link, guys, can you repost the link just in case we've scrolled over it? Or messages that already overridden the link, please kindly drop it all over again. For those who don't have the link, just click the link, register to join virtually or physically. All right, click the link. How much again for the bootcamp? 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. Thank you very much, Ezekiel Ifeoluwa. Thank you for dropping the link again. Okay, thank you. Will your book be available for purchase at the boot? Yes, it will be available for purchase at the bootcamp. All right. I think we are rounding up. OC, you want to say something? OC, are you there? Okay, so let me take your feedback. There is a difference between your customers and consumers. Yes, you already know the difference. Customers are the ones who make buying decisions and consumers are the end users of any products that you put out there. So what should you be doing? Target the people who make the buying decisions, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you for that feedback. Oladele Michael, thank you for that. I'm still waiting for many more. I want to see your feedback, actually. I want to see your feedback. If you missed it, many thanks for that. I don't know, you people like replay. David Ola, I see you. You like replays. All right, so yes, I will see to that, to see if you can get a replay. I will check with the team to see if we can get a replay. How much can one get the recording of this session? Do I want to sell the recording of this session? Definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, we are not selling the recording of this session, at least as of now. Thank you, Janet, for the feedback. Fantastic session. She says, so I need your feedback. Feedback. How has it been? Give me one word for your experience tonight. One word for your experience tonight. Give me one word for your experience tonight. One word for your experience tonight. Can I have one word for your experience? Phenomenal. Incredible. Great. Many thanks for today's session. Thank you, Richard Afia, Nourishing, Oguyemi Kayode. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. Incomparable. Your target must not lack consequences. Okay, wonderfully made. I like the feedback. I like the feedback from amazing, mind-blowing. Ezekiel, mind-blowing. Udo, amazing. Sunday, awesome. Eye-opening. Eye-opening, that is what it is for. Value-packed, informative. Okay. Impacting, exceptional, impactful, educative, insightful, fantastic. That's the word I started with today, fantastic. Thank you for the feedback, you all. Educative, that's from Oluwakemi, fantastic, Adedaya Adeleke. Richard Afia, insightful, thank you. Agudosi Onyeye, troubleshooting. Modupe Onitilo, reawakening, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. All right, guys, I'll see you in the room. Thank you. I will see you, at the boot camp. I love the room a lot. I don't know why, but it's okay. So I'll see you at the boot camp live and of course, virtually for those who are going to join us online again. Good night. all of you, fresh from the oven. Thank you, Alawade. Thank you. Bye for now. My name again is Bukola Oyeshile.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Lifepage. Bye, OC. Bye. See you. See you all. See you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Remember, if you have any messages for us, 090 6000 5737 and 5747. The bootcamp details will be sent to you in the communities, so don't worry, you will get every details that you need. If you're not following Lifepage, please follow our pages at Lifepage Global on Instagram and every other platform. Okay, so if you're not following already, please find Lifepage and you get all of these updates from the link in bio. All right, so I'll see you again at the next one. Bye for now.